Hello students, welcome back to maths class. In this video, we will see the basic terms of chapter number 11, mensuration of class 8th. Chapter name is mensuration. Mensuration means calculating the length, breadth, volume, area, perimeter of the figure. So first of all, we will recall whatever we studied in the previous classes. In the previous classes, we see the flat surface figures. It means 2D figure. Two-dimensional figure, it means those kind of figure who is having length and breadth. Two-dimension figure is having length and breadth. So very first figure of flat surface is square. Its all four sides are equal to each other, and on the corner we have each angle as 90 degree. So its perimeter is, how many sides are equal? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides are equal to each other. So 4 into side will be the perimeter of square. And area of square is, will be, you can see here each side are equal to each one. So side into side. This side is equal to this side and this one side is equal to this one side. And all parameters of sides are equal. So area is of square is side into side. Now the next figure is rectangle. Rectangle is a 2D figure whose opposite sides are equal. This length will be equal to this length and the smaller length will be known as breadth. So breadth opposite sides are equal to each other. And in this also we have corner as a 90 degree. Okay. So perimeter of rectangle is 2. 2 length is here and 2 breadth is here. So 2 into length plus breadth. And area we have two parameter. One is length and second is breadth. So area of rectangle is length multiplied by breadth. Now see, third one is circle. Circle is a circular figure which can be drawn through the radius. Radius is a kind of line segment which is helping us to draw the circular path through the center. So circumference is considered as a perimeter of circle, but in the case of circle, perimeter is known as circumference. So circumference of circle is 2 pi r and area of circle is pi r square, and we know the pi value is 22/7 or 3.14. Now the fourth figure we have triangle. Triangle is the figure which is having 3 sides. We have triangle as a 3 kinds of figure. First one is scalene, second one is isosceles, and third one is equilateral. Scalene triangle means the triangle which is having all 3 sides are unequal. All 3 sides are unequal. In the isosceles kind of triangle, we have 2 sides are equal to each other, and in the equilateral triangle, all sides are equal to each other. So perimeter can be taken from the triangle is sum of all sides. Because we have different kinds of triangle, that's why we will simply add all sides with each other and we will get the perimeter of triangle. Now area. For taking the area of triangle, firstly we will find out the base. Base means where the triangle is standing. which side of the triangle are touching the floor. Let's suppose this side is touching the floor. It means on that case base is here, and from the line segment you can simply see the top peak point is here, and when we draw a line segment from the top to base, and it will cut with the 90-degree, so length from this point to the base is known as height. Okay, so area of triangle is 1/2 into base into height. Half into base into height will be the area of triangle. Now we have parallelogram. Parallelogram is a kind of quadrilateral. Same as previous, we will simply write their perimeter as sum of all sides. Sum of all sides. And its area, as in the triangle, we find it the base where the figure is touching with the floor, with the paper, with the thing. So that will be known as base. Same thing we will finding out in the case of parallelogram. If this side is touching with the floor, so this will be our base. Okay, when we draw a line segment through the interior point, you can simply see, if I am drawing the line segment from here, so it will pass. But when I draw from here a line segment on the base having the 90-degree, so it will give us a height. It does not give us height. This point will give us height. In case of this kind of parallelogram, this point will not give. This point will give us height. Okay, so the point which is going just slanting the outside the figure, so that will not give us the height. Height will be taken when we draw the line segment which is directly perpendicular on the base, that will give us height. So area of parallelogram is simply base into height. Base into height. Now the fifth flat surface figure is trapezium. Trapezium is the figure who is having one set of lines are parallel. You can simply see this line is parallel to this line. So here we have two sets, one and two lines which is parallel to each other. One set of parallel line. And if I drawn from here or from here, any line segment which is touching the base with the 90-degree, so it will give us height. You can simply see this line segment is equal to this line segment, so we can take any one of them. We can take this one or we can take this one. Both will be equal. So its perimeter is simply sum of all sides. Okay, perimeter means boundary of the figure. Simply we can add the length of this side with this and with this. We can get the perimeter of trapezium. But area of the trapezium, you can consider, you can simply see this is base, so this is also base because they are parallel to each other. If this one is B1, so this one will be B2 and they are parallel to each other. So area of a trapezium is half into height, half into height, and multiply by sum of parallel sides. Sum of parallel sides. Or we can write it into the form half into height into sum of parallel sides. Which are parallel? B1 is parallel to B2. So B1 add with B2. We can write this formula in this way also. Now we have one more quadrilateral in which when we have diagonal, when in the quadrilateral given thing is called diagonal with two height, on that time how can we get the area and perimeter? Perimeter we can simply add sum of all sides. But what about the area when we have two height and one diagonal? You can simply see our opposite points are joining with each other. So this length, this will be diagonal, and from this point to 90-degree angle line is drawing. So this will be H1, and from this point our directly perpendicular line is drawn. So this will be H2. So area of quadrilateral in which we have diagonal with two height is half into diagonal into sum of both height. Sum of height is H1 plus H2. Okay. Now the seventh figure is rhombus. Rhombus is a kind of square figure because it's all four sides. This side is equal to this side is equal to this side. But this is not a square. This is a kind of a square. But this is completely not the square. Why? Because in the square our each corner angle is 90 degree. Each corner angle is a 90 degree. But here each corner angle is not a 90 degree. 90 degree is coming when we join the diagonals with each other. Here we are getting the diagonal, and in the intersecting point of the diagonal we have 90 degree with each one of the angle. Here we don't have any 90 degree angle. It's only four sides are equal. Okay, so its perimeter, all four sides are equal, so we can simply see 4 into side will be the perimeter, and its area will be half into D1 into D2, where D1 and D2 are diagonals of rhombus. Diagonals of rhombus. Now we are coming on the solid surface figure. It means 3D figure. 3D figure. 3D figure means a kind of figure which is giving us three things. First is length, second is breadth, and third is height. Length, breadth and height. Okay. So very first is a cube, then cuboid, then cylinder that we need to see. Cube means a kind of figure which is joining by square with square and forming 3D shape. When you look at here, you can simply see here we have one face of square. When you look at here, you can simply see here we have second face of a square. Backside we have 3, here we have 4, and upside we have 5, and downside we have 6. So how many surfaces of the square? 6 surfaces are joining with each other and we get cube. So first thing that we need to find out, that lateral surface area. Surface area means when we finding out the one square area, one surface square area, when we finding out, so that will be known as surface area. But before surface area, here we have one word which is lateral. Lateral means all the sides of the object. All the sides of the object. In this figure we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Lateral means all the sides of the object excluding its base and top. Excluding its base and top. It means base and top will not come in the lateral. So how many surface faces are coming? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 surface area are coming in the lateral, and area of a square is side into side. So with the 4 we will write side into side, it means side square. Okay. Now total surface area. Total means whatever the number of surface area is there, whatever the number of square is there, we will write here, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 surface area is there, and area of a square is side into side. Side into side, which can be write in the form 6 into side square. Now the volume. Volume means in a container, in a cube kind of container, how much the material can be fixed inside the shape, So simply we will, all measurement are same. The length is side, the breadth is side, the height is side. All measurement of the cube are equal. So length means side, breadth means side, and height means side. So volume of cube is side into side into side. It means side cube will be the volume of cube. Now cuboid. Here we have, simply when we joining rectangle with rectangle, we have cuboid. So its lateral surface area. In the lateral surface area, all the sides of an object excluding top and base. This top and base will not include in lateral surface area. So lateral surface area is 2 into height. 2 into height, length plus breadth. And its total surface area. Its total surface area is 2 into, now all the things will come, this top and base also come. So length into breadth, breadth into height, and height into length. And its volume means how much the material can fixed inside the cuboid. So we have 3 kind of measurement in 3D shape. First one is length, then breadth, then height. So volume of cuboid is length into breadth into height. Now cylinder. Cylinder is the kind of figure whose top and base is having circular figure. Okay, and its boundary is circular. Like this marker you can see, its boundary is circular simply, and its top is circular and base is also circular, and its boundary is circular. You can see I can easily rotate. None of the side, none of the line segment is coming when I am rotating it. So in this kind of figure, in the cylinder, we don't have lateral surface. We have curved wood. We have curved surface area. We have curved surface area. Okay. But before that, here you can simply see, here we have the height of cylinder, and when we measure the circular radius, so here is the radius. This radius will be going on in the cylinder. Same radius will be at the downside. Okay. Now you can simply see curved surface area is how many surfaces here? We have 2 surface. You can simply see when I am taking the circumference of simple circle is 2 pi r, but here same circle is going on, so that's why 2 pi r will be the curved surface area, but one more thing is here with height, because same circumference, when start from the top, same circumference is going on till the last one with the height. So curved surface area is 2 pi r h. Now total surface area is, simply for the total surface area you can simply see the curved surface area. The curved surface area that we already seen is 2 pi r h, and the top and bottom are also having the circular shape, and its area we can simply write as pi r square. Why pi r square? Because the simple circle area is pi r square, and we can see on the top and on the bottom we have simple circle. So this area will also include in total surface area. So you can simply see, now you can simply see here we have not only one circle. One circle is here and second circle is here. So here 2 into pi r square. 1, 2 circle, and this is the curved surface area. Now we can take from these two both, we can take the common 2 pi r. 2 pi r can be taken as common. So here h is remaining and here we have r is remaining. So total surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi r into height plus radius. 2 circle is here with the curved surface area, that's why curved surface area plus area of 2 circle. Now the last thing that we need to see is volume of cylinder. So simply, what is the area of circle? Area of circle is pi r square, and with the pi r square we will multiply height. So this pi r square h will give us the volume of the cylinder, how much the material can come inside the cylinder. So here we completed all the basic things of the chapter that we need to see. In the next video we will begin our exercise 11.1.